Let's explore the 20th chapter of the Tao Te Ching. Stop thinking and end all your problems. In this hyperbolic passage, we are being encouraged to depart from our habit of hyper-analysis and second guessing, triple guessing, and quadruple guessing ourselves. What difference between yes and no? What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. Yes, we do live in an interdependent universe. Like it or not, everything affects us directly or indirectly, immediately or eventually, overtly or subtly. And it's very easy for the values of those around us to become our values. Sadly, the majority of humans are under the thrall of the path yang, the path of patriarchy. The Tao is about the path yin, the path of matriarchy. And so we must consciously allow our goals and our strategies to be reshaped. Other people are excited as though they were at a parade. I alone do not care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. I don't know if you spent years watching The Simpsons like I did, but Homer Simpson had no shortage of enthusiasm. Of course, his favorite enthusiastic expression of enthusiasm was, woohoo! That is the opposite of serenity and peace and being centered. It is towards centeredness that we are being called upon the path of the Tao. Other people have what they need. I alone possess nothing. I alone drift about like someone without a home. Many people look around them and they conclude, understandably, that if I am going to receive the food, the clothing, the medical care, the shelter I require, I must make sure that my financial needs are met. I must choose a job based on my ability to use that job to support myself. But the sage, the man or woman devoted to the Tao, has taken as their primary job mastery of simplicity, patience, and compassion. And like we saw at the conclusion of the 19th chapter, they remain at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. The idea is that by prioritizing those three things, we will spontaneously pursue our talents, pursue our interests in the most wonderful, gentle way. And in so doing, be a greater asset to our society and have our needs met. I am like an idiot. My mind is so empty. Upon the path of the Tao, our task is not as much thought suppression as it is thought divorce. Instead of identifying ourselves with our thoughts, we stop being the thinker and become the viewer, the witness to our thoughts, the witness to our emotions, the witness to our intentions, the witness to our creativity, the witness to our recollection, the witness to our intellect. The difference is subtle, but the effect is huge. Unless you're from the East Coast, then it's huge. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Unless you're a sci-fi geek like myself, then I alone am dork. But that's completely different. As we discussed in our commentary of the first chapter of the Tao Te Ching, brightness can refer to information. Darkness can refer to a lack of information. Light can refer to yang or activeness. Dark can refer to yin or passiveness. Way back in the first chapter of the Tao Te Ching, we explored that the path of the Tao is to find a way to be comfortable with our ignorance and to flow from a place of centered spontaneity, thus ensuring that our creativity and inner genius will be so nourished that our intellectual needs will be met in a very spontaneous way. Einstein taught that for genius you need, in addition to intellect, creativity. And at another time he explained that creativity was simply intelligence at play. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull. It's okay. Just as the flowing water can erode rock and smooth its rough edges, time spent in effective meditation, truly cultivating both awareness as well as acquiescence, can round our sharp edges, can soften our curmudgeonly ways. Other people have a purpose I alone do not know. The path of yang, the path of patriarchy, emphasizes goal setting and goal chasing. Path of yin, the path of matriarchy, the path of the Tao does not. It has been my experience as a long-term practitioner that by cultivating centered spontaneity, we get things done, but non-neurotically, not from agenda, from a place of the flow. In fact, performance coaches agree that the greatest achievements come from operating from a flow state. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. And of course, this once again is referring rather poetically to centered spontaneity. Yang manifests in two ways. In one extreme, we have complete scatteredness, and the other extreme, we have complete contrivance. Yin's antidote to scatteredness is centeredness. Yin's antidote to contrivance is spontaneity. You put the two together, and what do you get? Centered spontaneity. I am different from ordinary people. I drink from the Great Mother's breasts. By not chasing after what we need finds us as we traverse the path of vulnerability, non-conceptuality, and acquiescence. I am Lama Jigme Gyatso, and this is the Buddha Joy Meditation School.